Zeke Todd's got the mini mullet going out there on the hill. Those are coming back. The long hair in the back. What is it? Business up front, party in the back. Here's the 3-2 pitch, swung on and shot foul. Count stays full at 3-2 here in the top of the first inning, scheduled for 7. The calm before the storm. It's beautiful here right now, but again, some tumultuous weather supposedly coming through the area tomorrow, ending about 2 o'clock. Swung on. There's a shot first. Good scoop. The play made unassisted over there at first base by Austin Watts. So runner at third base. Dito goes to third. So he's there with 1 out, and the first pitch to Marshall Phillips is outside, ball 1. Brazil goes in the books 3 unassisted. So 1 out, runner at third. Here in the top of the first inning, lefty versus righty. Phillips powerfully built, big strong legs and quick hands through that zone. Swung on, fouled out of play. To the right side, we've got a 1-1 count. We'll have to really watch the umpires count here because the scoreboard a little behind on the action, shall we say. Checks the runner at third. That's Dito. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on. There's a drive. That ball is well hit to left center field. Being tracked and gets between the outfielders. That drops in for a double. Phillips goes in with a stand-up double. Dito scores easily. It's an RBI for Phillips, an RBI double. And that gives Sumrall a 1-0 lead. And here's Levi Odom. I thought that ball had a real chance to get out because it's not a real strong breeze blowing out, but I thought it would be just enough. But it dropped in between the left fielder Taylor Dodrill and the center fielder Cannon Cato. So Sumrall leads at 1-0 here in the first. And here's Levi Odom. Levi headed to Mississippi Gulf Coast next year. There's a strike. Upper part of the zone again. Early in the contest, the umpires will kind of set their strike zones and then be consistent from there on out. Christy Martin has checked in from Folsom, Louisiana on the text line tonight. They go to the pickoff throw to third, and Phillips is there. The way that you're coached on that with left-handers is you go on first movement, and they actually threw behind him there where he was able to get ahead. Malik McNair running for Phillips. So Malik at third. That pitch is outside. 1-1 now. So McNair at third now with 1 away. Breaking ball is out. 2-1 to Levi Odom with the designated hitter Walker Long on deck. Long hitting for Andrew Knight. Knight playing first base, but not swinging a stick tonight. Swung on. There's a drive to center field. That ball is well backtracking there, and making the catch in center field is Cannon Cato. He's able to corral it, but it's an easy sacrifice fly as McNair scores from third base on the tag. Sacrifice fly and an RBI for Levi Odom, and here comes Walker Long with the bases empty and 2 away. Lefty versus righty here. Breaking ball, first pitch swinging to shortstop. Ground ball, fielded cleanly. High throw. Karams off of the dugout. Tessa Morales has checked in tonight. Tessa's always watching the games and I miss Jose. Haven't seen Jose in a while. But glad to know that Tessa is still checking in from the 601 area code. So that'll go in the book as an E6. So Long is at first base, and here's Ethan Altman, the catcher. You can join us, too, at 601-310-7077. Miss Shirley hasn't checked in yet tonight. First pitch is outside to the right-handed hitting Ethan Altman, hitting 6th in the order. 1-0 to him. Zeke Todd, the left-handed pitcher, looking Walker Long right in the eye before he brings it to the plate. That bounces up there. 2-0 now to Ethan Altman with Ryan Cole Broom on deck. Was he introduced as RC earlier tonight? Playing Altman straight away here. 2-0 pitch. He can be sitting dead red fastball. Swung on a chopper towards second base. This should be routine. The flip to first, and that retires the side. But the Bobcats do come up with 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the first inning here in Lawrence County. It's the Bobcats 2, the Cougars coming to bat. You're watching Sumrall Bobcat Baseball. Getting ready to head to the bottom of the first inning here, where Marshall Phillips will face Cannon Cato, the center fielder, Taylor Dodrell, the left fielder, and Austin Watts at first base. From the 601, so glad to hear you calling the game. Thank you very much. Again, this game was originally scheduled for tomorrow night, but when the game was moved to Monday rather, Will the Thrill called me and said, "Look, can you cover? I can't do a Monday night game." I said, "Sure." Glad to sit back in the chair here and watch the Bobcats. I'll get to call a couple more games. Missed a call from Kyle Logan, one of my favorite people. Kyle, you know, while I'm working, you know, I can't answer the phone, so you'll have to text. We understand at the top of the webcast that we had some audio issues, but as far as I know, those have been cleared up. Tessa or somebody text us and let us know, make sure that you can hear us okay. Kyle and Megan Logan, Jackson Jace, watching the webcast tonight. I think they can probably hear us because people are starting to check in on the text number at 601-310-7077. Here's Cannon Cato, the center fielder. His dad is a Army veteran who threw out the first pitch tonight. Lefty versus righty, the matchup. In at the corner at third is Odom, and here's the first pitch from Phillips. First pitch swinging, and it's fouled out of play. We now do get the messages from you guys checking in on the text line that the audio is good now. Glad to hear it. 2-0 Sumrall. Lawrence County batting here in the bottom of the first inning. Phillips ahead of Cato in the count, 0-1. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Got him to chase a pitch that might have been up and out, actually. But Phillips ahead in the count now, 0-2. They are playing Cato to go the opposite way in the Sumrall outfield. 0-2 pitch is laced into the net. Phillips working quickly, getting the sign from Altman and letting it rip. A rare Saturday off this past Saturday for the Bobcats as prom was scheduled. I've always said that's smart. Tough to compete against prom. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, little flare out towards short, and it'll be Odom that makes the catch. He and Holloman were both going after good communication there, and Levi Odom puts that one in his back pocket, and Cato is out on the soft liner. So one away, and here's Taylor Dodrill, the left fielder. The Sumrall defense from left to right. Odom at third, Holloman at short, Brazil at second, and Knight at first base. Swung on, there's a shot into left field, base hit for Taylor Dodrill. Then the outfield, left to right. Ryan Cole Broom is in left, Hayes Rayner in center, and Cade Dito in right. Here's Austin Watts now, the first baseman. And when I saw that lineup, I said, boy, Sumrall fans certainly remember the name Austin Watts, one of the great athletes, football players, whatever, to ever come through Sumrall. Again, righty-righty this matchup. Phillips with the breaking ball and a beautiful pitch that drops in there for strike one. Three-man umpiring crew here tonight at Jimmy Davis Park. The home plate area is turfed, but everything else is natural. The 0-1 pitch, fastball swing and a miss. So advantage Phillips here now with an 0-2 count. Lawrence County batting on the bottom of the first inning, game one of this series. Game two scheduled for Friday in Lamar County. Phillips checks the runner. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. Tried to jam him inside, and Watts fought it off, fouling it off to the right side. No wind to really speak of. A wisp every once in a while toward left, but nothing that's going to make that big of a difference. In fact, if the wind was going to make a difference, Phillips's ball that he hit in the top of the inning out toward left would have been gone. Two-strike pitch. Got him on strikes. The bender on the outer part of the plate. Watts down on strikes. That's two away with a runner on first base. And here's the DH, Connor Johnson. Marshall Phillips, of course, can pitch. You've got Knight that can go. Levi Odom, who pitched last week, he can go. I mean, the Jaron Gore, there's a strike at the knees. I mean, the list goes on, and I think you're seeing at Southern Miss this year how a good, deep pitching staff can go a long way toward your win-loss record. Phillips really bothered by Dodrill at first base. There's a breaking ball in there. So Phillips ahead in the count here, 0-2. Johnson hitting, as you might expect, the DH2 in the cleanup spot. Now time is called. Johnson's got to be careful there. He backed out of the dugout, or backed out of the batter's box before the umpire gave him time. And the umpire doesn't necessarily have to do that to give him time. Again, they're going opposite field with him as well. All kinds of room in left center field. Throw down to second base on the steal is wide of the mark. And Dodrill is in scoring position with two away. But Phillips still ahead in this count, 1-2. Going from the stretch with a runner on. Phillips checks the runner, kicks and delivers. Breaking ball just high. And the count evens out now at 2-2. Boy, all kinds of room in left center and down the line and left. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Challenged him, and he went upstairs and tried to get it, and he put it past him. So nothing doing for Lawrence County in the bottom of the first inning. No runs on one hit. There was a man left. One complete here in Monticello tonight. It's the Bobcats 2, the Cougars nothing. You're watching Sumrall Bobcat Baseball. Thanks to our sponsors making it possible for the Bobcats to be on this World Wide Web. Canvas Mortgage, the RE/MAX real estate team of Julie Robertson. Parkwright Striping, American Graphics, our newest sponsor to join the Bobcat broadcast family. The Farm Bureau Insurance Agency of Chris Kirtland. Real South Hunting, Watts Brothers of Columbia. Diversified Forestry, Bradley and Carrie Roney, Ashley and Leah McGrew. Thanks to all of you for supporting the Bobcats on the World Wide Web. And while we've got your attention about that, we had a GoFundMe account. It's still active on the Facebook page here. And we're still just a little bit short of the money we need to pay for the new computer, the high-definition computer, which will make things go. We hope that, and we're really just a couple of $100 short, so we hope that if you haven't contributed to that yet, that you will and get us over the top. And you can go to the GoFundMe page link on our video home and make that contribution. Ryan Cole Broom leads it off here. Hitters 7, 8, and 9. That pitch is low, 2-0 now to the Sumrall left fielder. Landon Holloman on deck. He'll be followed by Hayes Rayner. Swung on, got the 2-0 breaking ball, but knocked it just a foul wide of third. Into the month of April now. Hard to believe. You know, you wait and wait for the baseball season to get here, and then once it gets here, it just goes by so quickly. That pitch is low, 3-1 now to Broom. Only one district series left for Sumrall, and of course that's the biggie next week against Purvis. Man, oh man, to get a ticket to that series is going to be something. 1 pitch is inside, ball 4. So Broom is aboard with a leadoff walk. And that's how the Bobcats started off last inning. Dito led off the game with a walk. He wound up coming around to score. So the Bobcats hope that trend continues. And here is Landon Holloman now, who, if I was a big league general manager, this is the type of guy, this Holloman is the type of player I like. Terrific defensively, puts the ball in play, showing bunt here. Lefty going back over to first base to keep Ryan Cole Broom close. And now the catcher for the Bobcats wants to go out. That's Hunter Turner. He wants to go out and talk with his catcher. Raymond and Truvy McCraney are watching. Oh, we've got some new towns here they're coming up with. Butterbean Hill, northeast of Melby. Well, now that is a new location. The creative mind, or warped mind, of Raymond McCraney swung on and fouled straight back. So Holloman showed bunt, but that time swinging away. You can join us as well, 601-310-7077. Splinter and the guys ought to be checking in here pretty quick if they're not at the game tonight. Swung on. There's a shot toward left field and caught out there in left. Streaking to his left and grabbing that one was Taylor Dodrell. So Holloman is out on the line drive, and having to retreat to first base is Ryan Cole Broom, and here's Hayes Rayner now. Lefty versus lefty, this matchup. Checking the runner, and now coming to the plate. Tries to put the bunt down and fouled it into the screen. The leadoff hitter for the Bobcats, Cade Dito, is on deck with one away here in the top of the second inning. Sumrall leading Lawrence County 2-0, scheduled for 7 innings tonight. Throw over to first base, but there really wasn't even a lead there by Broom. Somebody asked me one time, they said, why do you say scheduled for 7 innings? I said, well, when you've called Sumrall games like I have for a little while, very few of the games go 7 innings. Of course, undefeated this year and among the very best in the state of Mississippi and indeed the country. That pitch is outside. Throw to second base, and Broom is out. So 2 away, base is empty. Pat Russell and Anita Sumrall are listening from Forest County AHS, where the Lady Cats are playing softball. So glad to have them along. So far, so good here tonight in Monticello, but now the base is empty and 2 away. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've got a 1-1 count on Hayes Rayner. Little slow bender falls in there for strike 2, so Rayner behind in this count. Playing him straight away. Again, no wind to speak of. 300 feet down the lines. This one is popped up, may get out of play as a trio of Cougars coming over, and that gets into the dugout. 3 of them were there ready to put a glove on it, but it did escape. 300 feet down each line. 316 in the power alleys, 350 to straightaway center field, but you've got that taller fence in center field, which makes it even further. 1-2 the count to Rayner. Here in the top of the second inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, that's off the fist. Grounder toward first. And Watts will make the play unassisted, and that does it for the visitors. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning here in Monticello. It's the Bobcats 2, the Cougars nothing. You're watching Sumrall Bobcat Baseball on the Sumrall Athletics YouTube channel. Well, who's ever in charge of the tunes tonight doing a good job, as we've got some Prince Purple Rain playing on the speakers here. Let's check in the text line at 601-310-7077. Karen Thompson watching tonight. Go Bobcats with their traditional blue and yellow hearts there. Shout out to her family. Also, Emily producing the show tonight. Actually, the engineer of the game tonight, Richard Thompson, producing. Ricky and Beverly Cox watching. Kate Dito, they're watching from Van Cleve, home of the Bulldogs, the Van Cleve Bulldogs down there. Glad to have Ricky and Beverly Cox on the webcast. You know, Kate Dito, he's been quite a player for Bobcat Athletics for 3 years now, both in football and baseball. So here's Tanner Thornhill. Phillips will face hitters 5, 6, and 7 here in the order for the Cougars. Getting to work quickly. The first pitch is a strike right on the outside corner. Again, Odom has been playing a shallow third base. Still early, but since the first pitch of the game, he's been right at the elbow at third. Swung on, and that's lifted out of play to the right side. So 0-2 here. Phillips ahead in the count. Mentioned Phillips headed to Pearl River along with teammate Andrew Knight. Pearl River ranked 3rd in the latest JUCO national rankings. Swung on, check that. He held off, and I don't know how he laid off of that one, but the pitch was just outside, 1-2. Oh, it's a good bender by Phillips. The 1-2 offering. Swung on, shot foul over by the Sumrall dugout at first base. They do have masonry block walls that protect the players. Phillips still ahead in the count, 1-2. Jen Dito Shaw is watching from Gum Pond tonight. Gum Pond, the suburb of Lumberton. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball high, 2-2. And, of course, one of the Gum Pond Ditos, no doubt. Glad to have Jen along here. 2-2 the count. Marshall Phillips to Tanner Thornhill. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. As again went up the ladder to try to get that one. And couldn't put the bat on it. So here's Davis Gray now. the Cougars shortstop. The Major League Baseball season for the pros, they're starting this Friday. A week behind schedule because of the lockout. But they're going to play a lot of double headers to make up some of those games. First pitch swinging, and that one is shot over to the dugout. Boy, the Bobcat dugout has really got to be alive over here. They're not getting around on the Phillips fastball, so them being behind it, everything is shot that way off the right-handed bat. But yeah, Major League Baseball, which would normally be underway already, will officially begin this weekend and make up some of those games that were missed by playing a lot of double headers this year. The universal designated hitter comes into play this year. The National League will have DH. Here's the 0-2 breaking ball. Here's a little lazy pop to the left side of the infield. Holloman retreating to the left field about 4 or 5 steps to make that play. So 2 up and 2 down. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Caleb Dunaway. If Dunaway would lead off the inning, it would be Dunaway with none away. But Dunaway is up there with 2 away. Base is empty. Hayes Rayner shaded way toward right field. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Phillips, a quick worker. Gets the sign from, in this case, Ethan Altman. And the hitter just gets dug in, and here he comes. Missed again. 2-0. The Masters Golf Tournament. Golf fans, that's coming up this weekend. Will Tiger Woods be in the field? That's the big question today. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's inside, 3-0 now. First time that, first hitter that Phillips has not been razor sharp. Does a little spring house cleaning there, cleans up the mound. And you know Dunaway will be on the take here. And he misses a 4-pitch walk. So the Cougars have a 2-out base runner. And here's Hunter Turner, the catcher. The Cougars have had all right-handed hitters. And there's a pitch right down the tube for strike 1. So you've got the advantage there for the Sumrall pitchers. That's low. Phillips will sometimes get that knee-high strike, but tonight the zone's up just a little bit. And it's up to the pitchers to adjust to that. And home plate umpire has been consistent, but likes the high zone strike. Swung on, that one's tapped foul. Marshall Phillips has a brother and a sister, Pate and Payne. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball high. Snap, throw back to first. Now they might have a play at second, but off the mark. And Dunaway is in scoring position. Splinter is checking in now from Melby. We figured it was just a matter of time. Let's go, Cats. It's not an official webcast unless Splinter checks in. Christy Martin usually leads us off, then the McRaney's. And now Splinter. The 3-2 pitch. He got him on a fastball right down the middle. He was looking for something that moves, but Phillips just went right after him with the fastball, and they leave a man stranded at second base. For the Cougars in the bottom of the second, no runs, no hits, there were no errors, 1 man left on. We've completed 2 here in Monticello tonight. It's the Bobcats 2, the Cougars nothing. Back after this timeout. So we go to the top of the third inning. And Zeke Todd, the pitcher for Lawrence County, will face the top of the Sumrall order. Dito, Brazil, and Phillips as we go to the third. Dito walked his first time up. He wound up scoring. On the double by Phillips. Again, lefty versus righty. The first pitch to him is a breaking ball inside. Dito, tall, long, very athletic, wide receiver, has been used as a quarterback. Runs exceptionally well. First pitch, there's a shot to third. Handled with a backhand, sets his feet, throws to first. Nice play by the third baseman, Tanner Thornhill, and there's one away on the 5-3 putout. So here's Brazil now, a lefty. He grounded out to Austin Watts. His only other at bat. Watts down there at first base. First pitch to him shows bunt and then pulls it back. And that, of course, will alert the third baseman, Tanner Thornhill, who might be creeping in at third. Such an advantage being a left-handed hitter because you're already 2 steps closer to first base. There's a strike right on the outside corner. A ball and a strike now to Barrett Brazil, playing second base tonight. He's also played some outfield for Sumrall. Breaking ball. Here's a little lazy fly ball out to right field. Tracking it easily and making the catch is Caleb Dunaway for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Bobcats here in the third, and here's Marshall Phillips, who doubled with an RBI his first at bat. Phillips narrowly missing a home run to left center. 4 sets of lights out there, and the second set from left to right is about where Phillips knocked it out. First pitch to him is a strike on the corner. They play him straight away here. Cannon Cato, the speedy center fielder for Lawrence County, runs so well, covers a lot of ground out there in center. Here's a drive to right center field. That ball is well hit. That ball is off the wall. Phillips rounding first on his way to second base. That will be his second double of the game. And narrowly missed a home run to right center. He's just so strong. And he's in scoring position with 2 outs, and it'll be up to Levi Odom to plate him. Sumrall leading 2-0 here, batting in the top of the third. McNair in to run again for Phillips at second base. Among the many things that this Sumrall team does so well is run. Smart on the bases, that you can coach, but quick and speed are 2 things that you can't. And Sumrall's got that as well. 1-0 to Odom. Should he reach, then Walker Long would come to bat here in the third. Zeke Todd is not going to really, excuse me, not going to really overpower you, this left-hander. But he does mix up what speeds he has, mixes his locations. Tries to work the outside part of the plate there, and then he'll bring that little bender in and try to nibble the corner. Odom ahead in the count here. He can be sitting dead red fastball here. With 2 outs. McNair will be moving on anything hit, and that gets away. So flying down to third as it gets past Turner is McNair. So he's at third now with 2 outs. And I think it's 3-0 to Levi Odom. It is. It is 3-0. In the scoreboard, not really working at that closely tonight, other than runs. That pitch is outside, ball 4. So Odom coaxes a 2-out walk. Sumrall making some noise now with 2 outs. And here's Walker Long, the designated hitter. Walker Long has grown up a lot in 1 year. Much better baseball body this year than last, but that just comes with, growing up a little bit. Throw over to first base. And now McNair tries to get home, and he is safe. Throw to second base, and in there standing up is Odom. So the old double steal by Sumrall works. McNair in, and Odom at second now. With 2 outs, Sumrall manufactures a run. With a left-hander facing the runner at first base, there's a strike. Andy Davis, coaching third, probably told Malik McNair, look, go on first motion if he goes over to first base, because he can't see him, obviously, with his back to McNair. And that's exactly what happened. McNair's speed beat the throw. Swung on. Here's a little lazy pop to the right side. Will Watts have enough room in foul territory? He does to make the catch, and that retires the side. But the Bobcats do come up with one more run on another Marshall Phillips double, and they leave a man. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's Sumrall 3, Lawrence County nothing. You're watching Sumrall Bobcat Baseball on the Sumrall Athletics YouTube channel. Marshall Phillips finishes his warm-up tosses. He's ready to get to work here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And he'll face Javion Sutton, the second baseman. And then back to the top of the order, Cannon Cato, and then the left fielder, Taylor Dodrell. As the Cougars bat here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, trailing Sumrall 3-0. Again, when you look at these 18 wins that Sumrall has, half of them, 9 of the victories, Sumrall has either shut out the opponent or allowed 1 run. It's pretty tough to win games if you only score at the most 1 run. Again, 9 of their victories are either by shutout or with 1 run swing and a foul tip there by Sutton. Bobcats continue to shade to the right. Outside, 2-1 as Phillips tries to nip the corner. Leadoff hitter for Lawrence County here in the 3rd. Swung on, fouled into the screen. Deuces now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game 2 of this series, as we mentioned, Friday night at Larry Knight Field. Then the big one. The big series that just about everybody, whether you're a Major League Baseball fan, a college fan, or a high school fan, has been talking about. Breaking ball slapped wide of third. Count stays 1-2. That series is against Purvis that I'm talking about. Purvis stubbed its toe against Poplarville. And it's a sore subject in Purvis. 1-2 pitch. This is popped up to the right side of the infield. It'll be Brazil to make the play. Knight was there and could have easily made the play, but Brazil called it quickly, and Knight acquiesced. So one away. You like that word, Emily? Acquiesced. Go to the top of the order. Here's Cannon Cato, who hit a soft liner to Levi Odom. Odom earlier in the game had been in at the elbow at third, but now he's playing back a little bit. Breaking ball and a beautiful pitch in there for strike one. As the Cougars go back to the top of the order. The 0-1 pitch, that was a blazer that came in there high. 1-1 now. Bases empty, one away. Sumrall looking to win its 19th game. Got a piece of that one, but foul. Cougars came in 7-11, but have lost their last 7, so they're looking to get a good streak started. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Did get him to chase one that was up and out. 2 away. That's the 5th strikeout of the night for Phillips. And here's Taylor Dogrill, who singled his first at bat. He's the man that has the only hit for the Cougars so far here tonight. First pitch to him from Phillips is a breaking ball and another beautiful spinner that drops in there for strike one. With the Bobcats, as Phillips works again, same pitch and same result, 0-2. I think Andy Davis, since he took over as officially the head coach, Sumrall's just so laid back, so relaxed. It just seemed like there's not a care in the world. Now with Dogrill, they play him straight away. Here's a ground ball to third. Odom gobbles it up, sets his feet, throws to first, and they get him by a step. So the Cougars go in order in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We've completed 3 here in Monticello tonight. It's the Bobcats 3, the Cougars nothing. Back after this timeout. So the Bobcats will send Ethan Altman, Ryan Cole Broom, and Landon Holloman to the plate. This the 4th of April, 4-4-2-2. Levi Odom has a birthday tomorrow. So if you see him, make sure that you wish him a happy birthday. Turns the big 1-8 tomorrow, and you know it's straight downhill after that. The government gets its hooks into you at age 18 and never lets go. So enjoy your government freedom one more day, Levi. Altman will lead it off here in the top of the 4th inning. He grounded to second base his first time up. Three runs on 2 hits for Sumrall. The Bobcats have not been exactly knocking the cover off the ball. Dogrill has the lone single for Lawrence County. Marshall Phillips has a couple of doubles for Sumrall. Swung on and fouled out of play to the right side. Walker Long reached on an error. Broom walked and Dito walked. So did Odom. But as far as putting the ball in play, Bobcats not really knocking the cover off of it tonight. That one's outside. 1-1 to Altman, hitting 6th in the order. That one's fouled out of play. 1-2 now the count. 3-0 Sumrall. Boy, look at those fancy graphics that Emily's got going there. Tells you the inning, the count, the whole bit. Got a piece of that one and stays alive. 1 and 2. And again, we're just a couple $100 shy of making sure we get that all the finishing equipment we need for this high-def computer. So if you can, go to the Facebook page and that GoFundMe icon and help us finish that up. That would be greatly appreciated. Altman stays alive with that foul ball. Diversified Forestry, Ashley and Leah McGrew, Bradley and Carrie Roney, thank you for your support. That's outside. And the count goes 2 and 2 to the Sumrall catcher. Leading off here in the top of the 4th. Breaking ball, there's a shot toward third. Backhanded it short, but that's a base hit all the way. Look, you got to give a lot of credit to Tanner Thornhill going to his left and Davis Gray going to his right, but that was in the hole for a base hit. So the Bobcats have their leadoff man aboard here in the 4th, and here comes Ryan Cole Broom. He walked his first time up and wound up being thrown out at second base. Harrison at first base, running for Altman, and there's a called strike to the right-handed hitting R.C. Broom. The lefty, Zeke Todd, has been pretty effective when you look at some of the runs that Sumrall's been putting up earlier this year. There's the throw over to first, again going on contact, and there's a sky throw into left field, but alertly, the left fielder Taylor Dodrell was there to back it up. So Harrison is at second base, and he's there with no outs. So we'll see what Broom can do to get him over or get him in. R.C. Broom, as they introduced him tonight. Kind of a check swing and got foul, and boy, he's really close to balking. Not holding that set position very long. And I'm sure that Andy Davis and his crew have mentioned something to the umpire. It's not that you're trying to deceive, but you do have to come set a full second. That's better. Much better. That bounces in there. You got a kick when they introduced Ryan Cole as RC. RC to me was a soft drink back in the 60s and 70s, an RC Cola. The pitch, and I see that time I'm not sure that he held it a full second. Andrew Knight's Mimi is watching the game tonight. Thankful for the live streaming since she can't get here. Well, that's what it's for, Mimi. We're glad that you're with us. Breaking ball again bounces in there. And you're always so kind to me, Mimi. Thank you for your compliment. Full count to Ryan Cole Broom with Landon Holloman on deck. Harrison is at second base. He's in a no-force situation. He doesn't have to go anywhere. Sumrall trying to pad a 3-0 lead. Full count, and that's high and away. So Broom gets a walk. Runners at first and second now with no outs. And here's Holloman, who showed bunt last time and wound up swinging away and flew to left field. And I'm having to stay loaded on water tonight with these allergies. The throat's really getting scratchy here. Showing bunt again. This time he does put it down. Only play will be to first, and he beat it out. How about that? An infield hit by Landon Holloman. It shows you the many skills that kid has. And I like him as a player. Bases are loaded, nobody out, and here's Hayes Rayner. Lefty versus lefty here, and now time is called, and Zeke Todd is going to get a visit. And so too will the Sumrall base runners. Sumrall Bobcats on the web brought to you by Canvas Mortgage, the Farm Bureau Insurance Agency of Chris Kirtland, Real South Hunting, Park-Right Striping, the Remax Real Estate Team of Julie Robertson, Watts Brothers out of Columbia, and American Graphics. We thank them all for putting their money where their mouth is, because it does cost money, this equipment, and gas getting to and from and the whole 9 yards. But again, hopefully tonight, you guys, we can go to that GoFundMe page and wipe out that last little bit that we need to get to pay off all this nice equipment. So bases loaded here, nobody out. And you wonder if, not that Zeke Todd has been blowing it past the Sumrall hitters. In fact, he has not recorded a strikeout tonight, but you have to wonder, with the bases loaded, if Rayner will be on the take until he gets a strike. We'll see how Andy Davis plays it here. Corners are in for the Cougars. Shows bunt and pops it up. And what a play. What a play by the catcher, Hunter Turner, who sprawls to make that catch. Wow. What a terrific play by that young man. And I mean, he stretched out as far as he could. Great hustle there. So here's Dito now with the bases loaded. Now 1 out. But you get the righty-lefty matchup here. That one is short. 1-0 the count. Brazil on deck. Brazil and Rayner, the lefties. Breaking ball on the inside corner. That's what we were talking about. Zeke Todd, he'll work outside, kind of come 3/4 and try to nibble that outside corner. Then he'll break the spinner off that breaks toward the inner part of the plate. He rarely comes down the middle. That one he did. And smashed by Dito. This will score 2. Rounding second, on his way to third, is Holloman. And Dito comes through. That was a smash that was hit toward the shortstop, Davis Gray, but it was hit so hard he really didn't even have time to react. So here's Brazil with 2 runs in. Inside to Brazil. Brazil grounded to first and flew to right field. He's 0 for 2 as he bats here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 RBIs for Dito. That's high. 2-0 now. The only inning that Sumrall has not plated a run was the second. They got 2 in the first, 1 in the third, now 2 more here in the 4th. And may not be done yet. Swung on. There's a shot toward left field. Nice play, but then the shortstop could not pick up the ball. He had to sprawl to stop it and then could not get it out of his glove. And that scores Holloman. So runners on first and third. I'm going to score that a hit because I don't think he would have gotten the speedy Brazil anyway. Brazil in the left-handed batter's box had already beaten it out. Now here comes Phillips with runners on the corner. And if you're Lawrence County, you got to be saying, yikes. This is not a guy you want to. They're going to concede Brazil at second. Now we'll see if they pitch to Phillips. First base is open. I wouldn't pitch to him. But I've known him since he was 7 or 8 years old. With first base open, Marshall Phillips is not going to get a chance to hit against me. But that breaking ball drops in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. 1 away and 3 runs in for the Raw Cats. The 1-1 pitch outside. 2-1. So a way to kind of handcuff Phillips, and not really, is kind of the intentional walk where you pitch around the strike zone and hope that he'll be undisciplined and swing at one. That one bounces, streaking toward the plate, but in there is Dito. Almost took out the home plate umpire, and there's a piece of cloth in that turf that came up. So it's now 7-0, and a 3-1 count to Phillips. On the play, Brazil advanced to third. Fouled into the screen. So they're pitching to Phillips with a 3-2 count now. Levi Odom on deck as Sumrall bats here in the top of the fourth inning, now leading 7-0. Swung on, there's a shot toward left, moving to his right, making the catch. And a great catch, Taylor Dodrill, but tagging at third and scoring is Barrett Brazil, and it's 8-0 Sumrall. So Phillips with a sac fly. And here's Levi Odom. That bounces up there. So base is empty now with 2 away. The 1-0 pitch is there for a strike. Odom, the 8th man to the plate this inning. Should he reach, then Walker Long would make it a complete circuit. That pitch is low. 2-1 now to the birthday boy. Andrew Knight is swinging a stick now. Walker Long had been the designated hitter hitting for Knight, but Knight apparently now will hit for himself. That is inside. Way inside. 8-0. Scoreboard out there says 7, but it is 8-0, and a 3-1 count on Odom. So Andrew may get a shot here with 2 outs in the inning. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on. Here's a drive to right center field. That ball is down. That's going to be at least 2. Odom rounds first on his way to second. Here comes the relay throw to second, but he's in there with a stand-up 2-out double. So the birthday boy cashes in with 2 outs, and here's Andrew Knight now. And this might be it for Zeke Todd. We'll see if they make a pitching change here. You've got Knight, the big, stout right-hander, and Todd, the left-handed throwing pitcher. And again, until this inning, Todd had held Sumrall as much at bay as anybody had, but that's going to be it for him. 8-0 Sumrall. Odom at second base with 2 away here in the fourth. We'll be back with Andrew Knight's at bat and tell you who's in the game for the Cougars after this timeout. You're watching Sumrall Bobcat Baseball on the Sumrall Athletics YouTube channel. So the shortstop, Davis Gray, moves from the shortstop position to the pitcher's mound. Tanner Thornhill moves from third to shortstop. The first baseman, Austin Watts, moves to third. And Zeke Todd, the pitcher, the starting pitcher, goes to first. And he faces Andrew Knight. First time he's hitting for himself tonight. First pitch swinging, and it's into the screen. So Odom with a 2-out double is out there with 2 away. Sumrall has plated 5 here in the inning and leads it 8-0. In the top of the 4th. 0-1 pitch is outside. Game 2 of the series Friday night. It's supposed to cool down later in the week. I mean, the high Friday is only supposed to be about 60. That breaking pitch to Knight never broke. High and inside, 2-1. Michael Risley, watching from Hattiesburg tonight. Again, thank you for, you guys are so nice. All nice compliments about our webcasts. I'm glad to have Michael with us. Swing and a miss. Knight evens out the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marshall Phillips has gone the distance so far. Has only allowed a hit. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Davis Gray strikes out Knight, and that is it for the Bobcats in the 4th inning. But they do come up with 5 runs. On 5 hits. There were no errors, 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th here in Monticello tonight. It's the Bobcats 7, the Cougars nothing. Back after this timeout. Marshall Phillips getting back to work, and he will face hitters 3, 4, and 5 in the Lawrence County lineup. The hitters will stay the same. They've rotated their positions because of Zeke Todd getting pulled, being moved over to first base. Basketball fans, you got one other college game tonight. It's a big one, too. Kansas against North Carolina. Boy, that's a shocker, huh? Those 2 teams have never played for a national championship in basketball. I'm kind of a basketball fan that I like to see those new teams. I was on the St. Peter's bandwagon there, and of course they got beat out, and it always seems to come down to the same old teams, Duke and North Carolina, and I know Kentucky wasn't in there this year, but Kansas certainly is. So here's Watts to face Phillips again. Again, the only hit that Phillips has given up was a single to Doggerel, the second hitter of the game. Phillips has struck out 5 in 3 innings. And Watts struck out looking his first at bat. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. There's so many things to really like about Marshall Phillips, but one of the things that I like about him as a pitcher, and again, I think this might be the 2nd or 3rd time I've said it, man, he gets the pitch signal and goes. It's like he's got a date later on, and let's get out of here. I think one of the things that Major League Baseball needs to deal with is how slow the games move, and it's because pitchers are the ones that control the tempo of the ball game. The outfield has been consistently the opposite way, and they are here as well for Watts. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking balls high, 2-1. And the outfield still for Sumrall is Broom in left, Rayner in center, Dito in right. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him to flail at one that might have been off the plate. So 2-2 the count. The infield for Sumrall has Odom at third, Holloman at short, Brazil at second. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Knight at first base. So that's the 6th strikeout of the night. And here's Connor Johnson, the cleanup hitter and the designated hitter. As we mentioned, Brazil playing second. He's played some outfield as well. Right-handed glove, but a left-handed stick, and there's that spinner in there that Phillips drops for a strike. Johnson was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Phillips just challenged him with some high heat there and couldn't catch up to it. The 0-2 pitch. Got him again. Struck him out, the 7th strikeout for Phillips, the 2nd one in the inning. He has struck out Watts and Johnson, the 3 and 4 hitters, each of them twice. And here's Tanner Thornhill, now playing shortstop. He started the game at third. First pitch to him is a fastball on the corner. You see how quickly Phillips is working? Don't need a color commentator when Phillips pitches. You don't have time between pitches. Breaking ball, drops that one in there. And man, he is filling up the strike zone. It doesn't seem to matter what he's throwing. And really, in his past, Phillips he's been a little bit erratic. He got him on a fastball there. Probably a record-setting inning. I'm not sure that inning took about 2 minutes. He strikes out the side. And that's it for Lawrence County in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the top of the 5th inning here in Monticello. It's the Bobcats 8, the Cougars nothing. Back after this timeout. Bobcats getting ready to work here in the top of the 5th inning. It'll be Altman, Broom, and Holloman, the scheduled hitters. Let's check our text line at 601-310-7077 from the 228 area code. Grandfather of Levi Odom has checked in from the 228 area code. Glad to hear from him. Again, Grandpa, it's his birthday tomorrow. Levi's birthday. So if you forgot, we're reminding you can get him a card or text him or something tomorrow. Back on the hill is Davis Gray on in relief of Zeke Todd. So they went lefty-righty. And again, he'll face hitters 6, 7, and 8 for Andy Davis down there in the first base coach's box. I didn't see Coach Cooley here tonight. Is that Coach Broom down at first? Beautiful night here in Lawrence County. Monticello, where it just feels like home. That's what it says on the signs. It is a nice town right on the river there coming in. Well, that river can... Yeah, the home plate umpire has told the scoreboard operator that it is indeed 8-0. So that makes me feel a little bit better that our math wasn't off. So here's Altman. First pitch to him is a high fastball that he missed. Altman grounded to second and singled. The Roney family checking in from home. Go Bobcats. Glad to have them along. Here's a high fly ball toward right field. That is over the head and down for at least two. Rounding first on his way to second is Altman. He's rounding and headed to third. Here comes the throw. The throw to third is off the mark, and he's there. Not bad for a catcher, huh? He never hesitated. The old adage that he who hesitates is lost. It would have been real easy for him to stay at second base in scoring position, but he never wavered. And he's in there safe with a leadoff triple. Caleb Dunaway knew immediately that he was in trouble, having to navigate that ball that was off the bottom of the fence. And here's Ryan Cole Broom now. First pitch is outside. The Ronies that just checked in from the 601, and I see that Bradley and Kerry Roney responses. Is that the Brad Roney that played at Southern Miss? Do you know, Emily? Southern Miss had a really good baseball player at one time named Brad Roney. That pitch is low. 2-0 now to Ryan Cole Broom. He'll be followed by Landon Holloman. Bobcats have their 9th run down at third base. 2-0 pitch. He should be looking fastball there. It does, but it's in the dirt. 3-0. So he no doubt will be on the take. Broom has walked twice and is 1 pitch away from walking 3 straight times. There's a strike. And he was on the take, but you know he doesn't want to walk. I mean, every guy wants to hit, right? And he's no different. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So for the 3rd straight time, he's down there at first base with a walk. Runners at the corners, nobody out, and here's Holloman. Holloman has lined softly to left, and he has singled and scored. He is 1 for 2. Righty versus righty this matchup. We'll see what Broom is up to, and he stays tethered to first base. That pitch is outside. The Bobcats have wanted to run. And if he gets to second base and winds up scoring, that could potentially be the 10th run, which here in the 5th inning, the 10-run rule would be in effect. 1-0 pitch inside. 2-0 now. And I didn't get a text back from anyone if that was the Brad Roney that I'm talking about. So he's either real humble or he's not the guy. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike on the corner. I think Holloman knew that. So now he's got to get to work. Hayes Rayner on deck. Sumrall, after putting up 5 last inning, going back to the well here again. Breaking ball, fouled at the plate. Coming set, here is the pitch. That's low. So the count fills up now at 3-2. And Digger Freeman, it looks like, is on deck. Cruz Freeman. He would be hitting for Rayner. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner going. Swung on. Here's a little flare out toward right center field. And over making the catch in center. What a play. And then the throw to first is off the mark. Tagging from third and scoring is Altman. And quickly having to get back to the bag at first is Broom. But you got to credit Cannon Cato in center field. He went a long way to make that catch and nearly had Broom doubled off. So as we reset the table, and Cruz Freeman coming to bat. Freeman hitting for Rayner. So again, righty matchup here. Broom had to retreat to first, and that's where he is with 1 out and 1 run in. Throw over to first to keep him close. Digger Freeman, a baseball guy who's battled injuries off and on, but is tough as a $2 steak. And he's up there to bat now. Breaking ball, drops in there for strike 1, and he knew it. Freeman hitting for Rayner in the 9-hole. We'll see if Broom might not be off at some point. Not there, and there's strike 2. So Freeman's got to use the stick here in the hole 0-2. The wind has never been an issue. It is as pleasant a night as you'd ever want to see. This game originally scheduled for tomorrow night, but because of thunderstorms? What? Thunderstorms in South Mississippi this time of year? No. The pitch to Freeman, runner going, swung on, ground ball toward third and into left field for a base hit. Good protective hitting there by Freeman. So he comes through with a 2-strike single. Now Freeman is going to be lifted, and Rayner will come back into run. So Rayner at first, Broom at second, with 1 out, and back to the top of the order, and here's K. Dito. Dito has walked and scored, grounded to third, doubled and scored with a couple of RBIs. A steady performer and a great kid. First pitch is in there for a strike. This is the first time that he's had a chance to look at the righty, Davis Gray, who started at shortstop for the Cougs and has been called upon in relief of Zeke Todd. That's outside. 9-0, Sumrall. The Votech Center is over there in the right field wall, and the old gym is kind of over right center at Jimmy Davis Park here in Monticello. The 1-1 pitch. Outside. Almost got away. But a good job by the catcher, Hunter Turner, keeping it in front of him. So Dito ahead in the count here. Just 1 away. And now too much time being taken, and Dito asks for time. Brazil on deck for Sumrall here in the top of the 5th inning. Andy Davis has got to go over. There was a baseball that got onto the field. Bobcats will finish this series with Lawrence County on Friday, and then the big matchup with Purvis next week. 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. So Dito can be sitting on fastball here. He's got a strike to give. And the runners are in forced situations. So anything on the ground, they've got to go. Swung on, and that's fouled away. So now decision time for Andy Davis on 3-2 with only 1 out. To start the runners or not to start the runners. And you could make an argument either way. To start the runners, that's good aggressive baseball, but you've got a big lead, so you could keep them anchored there too. So we'll see how he plays it. The runners did not give away what they were going to do there. It looked like Gray made a little move to see if they would be on the move. Runners not going. 3-2 pitch is high. Ball 4. So the bases are juiced, full of Bobcats. And here comes Brazil. Barrett has grounded to first. He has flown to right, and he has singled with an RBI. So there's no place to put him here. And Gray will have to attack. They play him straight away, does the Cougar defense, and he floats a bender in there for strike one. But unless the unthinkable happens, like a double play, Phillips would be up next. And he's been a nightmare to the Cougars tonight. He has knocked the snot out of the baseball. The 0-1 pitch. That's outside, 1-1. Broom is at third. There's a little liner down the left field line just wide. So that's a loud strike. You've got Broom at third, Rayner at second, Dito at first. Rayner is at second, but Freeman was the one that got the hit. So again, the bases are loaded with one out. Here's the pitch. High. So the plot thickens here now. 2-2 the count. Brazil hitting in the 2-hole here for Andy Davis. Breaking ball, and that hit him. That hit him, so he'll be awarded first. And coming in is Broom to plate the 10th run. So here's Phillips now with the bases loaded. Yikes. And he is the 7th man to come to the plate with only one out here. You've got to be really careful to Phillips, and there's a strike at the knees. Phillips might have been on the take there. So now you've got Rayner at third, Dito at second, and Brazil at first. Do you think there's some speed there? Here's the 0-1. Fastball and a drive to center field, but playable. Going back is Cato. He makes the catch. Quickly unloading the ball and getting it to third, but it's a sacrifice fly and another RBI for Marshall Phillips. And it is 11-0, Sumrall. So Phillips has 3 RBIs tonight. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. And here's Odom, who was up there with 2 outs last inning and laced a double to right center. First pitch to him. Breaking ball is out. Gets away. Play at the plate. The throw is off the mark. Nobody covering third. And just wide of a third base trying to come around from first is Brazil. He almost got there. But the Bobcats come up with 4 more. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning here in Monticello tonight. It's Sumrall 12, Lawrence County nothing. The Cougars will send hitters 6, 7, and 8 to the plate when we return after this timeout. So Logan Graves comes on to work the 5th inning. Splinter, the old splinter off the old block, is coming in here to try to shut it down in the 5th inning. And he will face Davis Gray, Caleb Dunaway, and Hunter Turner. Richard Thompson, the producer of tonight's webcast. Emily Thompson, our engineer. the multi-talented Thompson family. The Germinator couldn't be here tonight, huh? He's got some tests or actually goes to class. So good for him. And our next webcast, of course, will be Friday night when these two teams will tee it up again. The Purvis series next week is a Tuesday, Thursday, because that's Easter week next week. So no game on Good Friday. So Tuesday and Thursday, as it says on the schedule, Purvis and Sumrall. So Gray, as he faces Logan Graves here, he's popped to short. So Phillips, the line on Phillips, 4 innings pitched, no runs on 1 hit. No walks, and 8 strikeouts. It's a pretty good line score. So here's Gray. Davis Gray started at short and then came on to relieve Zeke Todd. First pitch from Graves. Bounces in there, ball 1. Logan Graves, stockily built, got good power plants, nice strong legs. That's, lots of times people think when pitchers retire that it's the arm that's shot, and that's usually not the case. The legs go first. Here's the 1-0. That's chopped foul. 1-1 now. Yeah, that's why lots of times you'll see, the big pitchers and the big legs, because that's what generates a lot of the power off the mound. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball. And, man, did he fool Gray. Gray almost bailed out of the box thinking that ball was going to hit him, and it broke right across the plate. 1-2 the count. Then the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He got him out ahead of a breaking ball. 1 away. And that'll bring up Dunaway, who walked and wound up being stranded at second in his last at bat. Dunaway defensively has been called on to make some tough plays in right field tonight. A couple of the hits that the Bobcats put into play were just over his shoulder, and he was wedged between the ball and the fence out there, having to play the carom. But he's ahead in the count here, 1-0, hitting 7th in the order. That pitch is low, 2-0. Bobcats looking to go 19-0. Cougars trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. That's there. So 2-1 the count now. With 1 away and bases empty, Hunter Turner, the catcher for Lawrence County, on deck. The 2-1 pitch. Another beautiful bender in there for strike 2. Here's the 2-2. That one bounces up there. Count goes full. Payoff pitch coming. And that hit him. So he's on base. So here's now the catcher, Hunter Turner. And he struck out looking. But that was against Phillips. So this is the first time, obviously, that he's gotten to take a look at Graves. Graves, a senior. First pitch here is a fastball. There's a drive toward left field. That ball is well hit, and that is down over Broom's head. Phillips now playing shortstop comes up, and there's a 1-out double for Turner. Runners at second and third. And here's Javion Sutton. Sutton popped out to Brazil at second base in his only other at bat. First pitch to him. Breaking ball high. Sumrall obviously with plenty of runs in hand here, but that's off the plate. So 2-0 to the number 9 man in the order for the Cougars. There's a fastball, but low. 3-0 now. Now you've got Holloman at second, Phillips at short. The 3-0. There's a strike in position A. 3-1 now. Swing and a miss. At a pitch that might have been in. But that fills the count now at 3-2 with Dunaway at third and Turner at second. 1 out in the inning. Big pitch here for Graves. Off the plate, ball 4. So the bases are loaded. And here comes Cannon Cato now, the leadoff man in the order. He has lined softly to third and struck out. And he's a hitter from the left side. So power against power here. First pitch from Graves is a breaking ball strike. Normally as a hitter, you think they're going to come in and just attack you, with a fastball, try to get ahead in the count. But there, Graves threw that spinner in there, and it was a beaut. There's the fastball that he couldn't catch up with, and now advantage Graves ahead in the count 0-2. Sumrall ranked nationally, ranked one of the top teams in the state, obviously. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, what a nice pitch, and Cato knew that he was out. Just froze him. Too late to do anything about it. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And here's Dodrell now. Dodrell has one of the 2 hits that Lawrence County has amassed tonight. First pitch here from Graves. That bender is in there again for strike 1. Graves another one that gets the sign and boom, off he goes. Gets the signal, kicks and delivers. Breaking ball again, and that one is tapped at the plate, foul. So now he's got to hit Graves' pitch. Graves ahead 0-2. A very dangerous position if you're a hitter because you give complete control to the pitcher. And he and the catcher are the only ones that know where it's supposed to go. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and that one is shot foul wide of third. I'm surprised. I thought he'd go after him there with some high heat. Make him climb that ladder. Trying to get him to chase. See what he does here on 0-2. Graves kicks and brings it. There's the fastball just off the plate. Oh my, was that close. 1-2. If you're going to miss, that's where you want to miss. Watts is on deck should Dodrell reach, but the bases are full of Cougars here with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll do it. Bobcats defeat the Cougars tonight by a final score of 12-0. So of the 19 wins now that Sumrall has, 10 have been won either by shutout or by giving up 1 run. That is remarkable. Marshall Phillips gets the win, and these 2 teams will play again on Friday night in Lamar County. This game moved because of some potential bad weather tomorrow. Thanks to our producer, Richard Thompson, our engineer, the one and only Emily Thompson. We thank you for all of your continued support. Hey, go to that GoFundMe page and kind of put us over the top on the little money that we still need to get all this equipment paid for. And as always, it's great to be with you all. and going to be calling a few more games here in the next couple of weeks, and I hope that you will be around too. Again, Sumrall defeats Lawrence County 12-0. Next game Friday night in Lamar County. You've been watching Sumrall Bobcat Baseball on the Sumrall Athletics